All right, good morning and welcome back. Today we are starting our new chapter here, and we're going to begin with talk about functions. Okay. However, first let's talk about something called a relation. Okay, and this is just going to be a correspondence between two sets. Okay, so when I say a correspondence, I mean some sort of, I guess I don't want to use the word of the definition, but relationship, right? They are going back and forth between the two. So a correspondence between two sets. I guess maybe not back and forth. One leads to the other. Okay, so what we mean by that, if you look here, there's ordered pairs. There's an input, our x, and then we get an output. Input to output can be a diagram map, a table, or a graph. If we have an x value, we get some sort of y value. Now in this, the input is our x. It is also known as our domain. Okay, the input or our x's, where the range is our output, our result, or our y's. All right, now, if we look here, we got to list our domain and range. So to list that, we're going to go in order from least to greatest. We'll start with our x's. We don't have to repeat. So if one repeats, we don't have to repeat it. So I'll put this bracket, and it starts at -8. That's the x value. Then there's -3, 1, and 5. Meanwhile, for our range, we have 3, 5, and 7. Even though 7's on there twice, I don't have to put it twice. I don't need to repeat it. Okay, so that's saying for our x value, we could either have one of these four. For our y value, we know it's one of these three. That's always the case. Number 2, our domain, 3, 5. There's only two possibilities for our x, or our input. Meanwhile, our range, -7, -5, -3. All right. So now, what is a function? And over here, it says it's a special type of relation. So not just a correspondence now, but a special type where for each input, there's exactly one output. Okay, now to put this maybe in high school terms, we're saying x's can't cheat. The x's can only be talking to one person. They can't have their side person. They can't be making conversation with others. So if we look at this first example, 2 is fine. 2 is talking to just one. They're good. 8 has two conversations here. That's not good. That is not a function. So we'd say no for this. Now this next one, 1's with 6, 2's with 5, 3's with 7. We're good. So yes, that's a function. 3, -1's with 5, -3's with 11. But look, -3 is also down here talking to 8. That is not good. Okay, so this is no function. 6, -4, and 5. We're good on that. So yes. Now over here, 3, 4, 5, 1, and 1. They're both talking to 1. That's okay. All we care about is our x's can't cheat. The y's, they can do what they want. So 3 is talking to 1. 4 is also talking to 1, but we're good. Okay, so yes, this is a function. Now it would not be called 1-to-1. In order for it to be a 1-to-1, the y's also have to be they're not cheating, but we're good. And now in the next row, 8, 4, 8 again. So there's two 8's in the x. That's no. 15, 20, 25. So yes, this is a function. -1, -1. So no. Down here, once again, 10, 5, -10, -5. We're good. For notice, 2 of them are with 7, 2 are with 4. So yes, this is function. Once again, I'm going to say it is not 1-to-1. We'll need that for the delta math today. And finally, 3, 1, 4, 3. There's a repeat, so no. Now, how do I evaluate functions? Okay, so if we have a function, and in this case, it's written as f of x. Basically, anything that's in parentheses, we plug in place of x. So instead of f of x, it's f of 6. So every time there's an x, we'll replace it with a 6. So in this first one, just 3 times 6 plus 5. 3 times 6 is 18, plus 5 gives us 23. 3 times 7x plus 5. 21x plus 5 is what we get. Okay. Now on this one, the 4 is at the front. So we take whatever f of x is, which up here is 3x plus 5, and we will times it all by 4. So since the 4 is in front, we distribute that in. We'll have 12x plus 20. On your next one, there's a negative out front, so negative. Then we put parentheses. Now it was 3x plus 5. In place of the x, though, we're going to have to put this x plus 2. And then don't forget, there's the plus 5. So once again, we put the negative out front. So parentheses around this with the negative out front. Then 3 instead of the x, we put what's in the parentheses, so x plus 2. So here it's going to be a couple steps. The negative will stay. We'll distribute right here. So 3x plus 6. Don't forget the plus 5 at the end. Now then we're going to multiply by negative. So we'll get negative 3x. 6 and 5 is 11, so we get negative 11. Okay, down at the bottom here now. Given the function, so we have another function, we're doing the same thing. So once again with the 3. This time we got to be careful though. There's a square, there's a regular one. We're going to have to put it in 2 places. So 2 times that 3 squared minus 4 times that 3 minus 3. So 3 squared is 9 times 2, 18, minus 12, minus 3. Combine all that, and we get 3 as a result. On the next one, the 2 still is out front. Negative 5x squared minus 4 times the negative 5x minus 3. Okay, so negative 5x squared, negative times a negative becomes positive. 5 times 5 is 25. X times x is x squared. So 2 times, we have that 25x squared. Negative 4 times negative 5 becomes plus 20x minus 3. Now we'll distribute the 2 in. 50x squared plus 20x minus 3, and we are done. Okay, final one. Instead of an x, we're going to plug in this x plus 1. So this will be the most complicated because when we have x plus 1 squared, we'll have to make sure we remember how to do that. And then it's minus 4 times that x plus 1 and the negative 3 at the end. So once again, we took right here, we plugged in an x plus 1 there and there. So x plus 1 squared, remember that's x plus 1 squared is the same as x plus 1 times x plus 1. We'll distribute, we'll FOIL, so x squared plus x plus 1, x squared plus 2x plus 1. Now we have that 2 out front, and then I'm going to rewrite this. And then we have the negative 4 still. So we distribute all this. 2x squared plus 4x plus 2 minus 4x minus 4 minus 3. Combine like terms, 2x squared. 4x and the negative 4x cancel, but then 2 minus 4, negative 2, minus 3, negative 5. And we are done. Hope you guys have a great day. Make sure you look at the Delta Math, stay on top of it, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.